Hey everyone, welcome back. As some of you know, I previously reviewed the Creality K2 Standard and found it to be a decent machine for single color and multicolor printing. Today's video isn't about the printer's overall performance, instead we're diving into two specific areas: the recently released open source firmware situation and the surprisingly wasteful filament purging. In my previous review, I highlighted the K2's strengths as a capable machine for basic printing. However, there were areas where it could be improved, particularly regarding multi-material capabilities and firmware cleanup. Creality has now taken steps to address some of those concerns with an open source firmware release. But is it working? Creality's move toward open source is certainly a step in the right direction, and it's commendable that they've released this firmware. However, the reality falls short of what many would expect from a truly open source project. While access to the core Clipper framework is available, significant portions of the code remain proprietary, particularly those governing features like multicolor printing and filament management. This leaves users with limited ability to diagnose or fix issues within these crucial areas. It feels more like a partial release designed to showcase openness while retaining control over key functionalities. Creality's stated rationale for keeping certain components closed source is stability and user experience. While those are valid concerns, it raises questions about long-term support and community development. Relying solely on Creality for fixes and improvement in these crucial areas creates a dependency that limits the printer's potential. A truly open approach would foster collaboration and potentially lead to more robust solutions developed by a wider range of users. Now, let's address my main complaint, the filament purging. Even with access to the open source firmware, this remains a glaring issue. During color changing, the K2 wastes an unacceptable amount of filament, purging typically between 8 and 11 times worth. The fact that adjusting the flush volumes in the slicer software has no discernible effect suggests that this behavior is deeply embedded within the closed software components. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a significant cost for users, especially those printing with more expensive filaments. It's worth noting how Creality operates within the broader 3D printing landscape. Companies like Bamboo Lab and Prusa Research are known for their deliberate approach, launching relatively few machines after extensive vetting and refinement. They prioritize quality, and minimizing issues before release. Creality, on the other hand, seems to be pursuing a strategy of rapid product iteration, releasing new models frequently, often with noticeable teething problems. This approach can lead to sense that quality is sometimes sacrificed for quantity. So, where does that leave us? The K2 remains a printer with potential, and I still recommend it for single color printing, but its current state is disappointing. The limitation of the potentially open source firmware and excessive filament purging and Creality's broader approach to product development all contribute to this assessment. For users seeking true customization or concerned about minimizing waste in multicolor printing, I strongly recommend considering alternatives like the Prusa XL, the Snapmaker U1, or the Bambu H2D and C variant. Creality's approach to the K2 firmware is a missed opportunity. It demonstrates a reluctance to fully embrace open source principles, which ultimately limits the printer's potential. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this situation. Do you believe Creality's approach is justified, or should they have taken a more open route? And how much filament waste are you willing to tolerate?